Oh, hello internet. In this video, we'll start coding the Tic-Tac-Toe game. So I'll quickly give you the demo of the game. Yeah, so let's go. So draw. Yeah. So the code, the whole code I uploaded to the GitHub repository. The link is given down. You can go check the code. And also I have given link to install instructions to install PyGames, the Python library we'll use. And I have also given the link to PyGames documentation. So we'll code using Python and PyGames, a Python library. Okay. So let's get started. So this is the whole code for the Tic-Tac-Toe game, and we'll start here. So okay, let's move ahead. This is the whole code, and we're going to code it here on this one. So control save pygame.init. This is something you will have to type out every time. Initialize pygames before you want to use it. And then since we'll also use funds x and o, we also need to initialize funds, and we'll just use this code control C, control V, and screen equal to pygame.display.set mode width dot height. So let's take it to be 500. We'll just by this we just set up the height and width of our screen and the caption for our screen tic-tac-toe. So let's run this code. Oh, INIT. So as you saw, the screen came and went away. So the reason is the game started, but the game ended. So we haven't set up anything to end the game to close the screen. So the setup we have to do is while true for events in pygame dot event dot get. What this get method does, it takes up all the events such as the coordinates of my mouse click, keyboard up key press, down key press, and basically. So let's print the event control S, and we'll also set up the thing for closing the game window. Event dot type is equal to pygame dot get. So this is dot exit. That's it. So now we have our window open, tic-tac-toe, as you can see the caption, and as you can see all the events are getting recorded. Position of my mouse. If I click up key, down key, and as I close it, it closes out properly. So we have the basic setup ready for our game. We have a screen and we got to render it. Okay, we can render it the way we want. We can create elements on it, we can create lines on it, rectangles on it. You can go to the pygame documentation. Here you can find everything you can do with pygames, like draw. Oh, wait a second. Yes, like pygame.draw rect, pygame.draw polygon. All those things can be done. So let's move ahead, and what we'll do is it will be good to define some variables. We'll set the screen width to 800, height equal to 800, and replace these things by width and height. We'll also just define the RGB values for the colors so that we can just becomes easy moving ahead in a long code. Red, blue, green, RGB, black, 0, 0, 0. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll draw lines. We'll draw a line. I'll just show you how to draw a line. Okay, and let me define thickness. Let's make it 900. So let's run the code as of now. So where's the line? The line is nowhere. The reason is we got to add this line pygame.display.update. Without this, pygame doesn't update the display. To make pygame re-render the screen according to the commands given below above this line, we have to type this out pygame.display.update now. So let's check our code. There you go. We have a line on our screen. Okay. So the thing is, it keeps iterating through the while loop again and again and again and again and again and again. This line is drawn, and again pygame re-renders the screen by the command pygame.display.update, and we have things up and running to render our screen. So what I will do is I will draw the 4 lines needed for the tic-tac-toe game. So draw lines, and I will define a function here to draw the lines. Def draw lines. So I will just copy the code which I wrote some time back. So you can go through the code and see how I have positioned the line. So here basically you have to supply the screen in which you want to draw the line. Like the screen I have made here, I'm supplying that screen. Then you got to choose the color, and then you got to specify the position, the starting position of the line, the ending position of the line, and then the thickness of the line. So these are the variables taken as input by this draw line function, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines drawn for us. So let's go ahead, run it, and see. We have a grid ready for the game. Okay, great. So now let's render this grid with alphabets. So to draw alphabets, you need something like this. My font pygame.font.sys font, where we define the type of font we need, the size of the font. This 300 is the font size, and then going ahead, basically what we do is we create a different text surface, and then we paste that text surface on our screen. Okay, so let's define a text surface. Control C. So my font, using my font dot render. Here I display the text which I want to display. I write the text which I want to display, and here is the color I want the text to have. And my font dot size gives you the size of the text surface which X is going to take. Like if I type here something like ball, then it will give me the size this whole text is going to take. Font dot size. So now what we'll do is we have this function called screen.bleed. So this screen.bleed function is used to paste text surfaces on screen. So we have created a text surface for writing X, and now we are going to paste that text surface on our screen. So this is the text surface which we have created, text surface X, and this is the position of the text where we want to paste it. Okay, so this is the function draw x, comma y, to which we will pass x comma y. So x comma y basically represents the row and column. Like row in our grid x0 y0 represents the first box, x0 y1 represents the second box, and so on. So I've written this function to properly place the letter x in a box in a given grid. So what we'll do is, after draw lines, we'll draw here, we'll make it draw x 0 comma 0. So it will draw x in the first box. So let's run the code. Let's run the code. And there you go. We have X displayed in the first box. This way we can display X, we can display O, we can display any text on our screen. We just need to create a text surface and paste it at the appropriate position we want. So let's close it. So we have this thing running for us. So let's make a text surface for O also. Okay. And let's define a function for drawing O also. So now what we'll do is we will draw X in the box we click. Okay. So for that what we will do is, oh, just a second. Fine. Now it's fine. We'll use this event. Event dot type is pygame dot mouse button down. So it will check. This is basically going to check if you have pressed the down button, and as soon as we press it, we will just collect up the this will pygame.mouse.get position will select the position of our cursor at which we clicked, and then this map mouse to board is a function we will write to map our cursor position to row and column of the grid accordingly. Okay, so let's move to that function, midf map mouse to board. So control C, control V. So this is basically def map mouse to board. This takes x and y, and according to its position, it will assign it column and row. So we have the row and column at which we clicked. We just need to insert our text at that position accordingly. Okay, so what we can do is draw x at row comma column, and that should work. So yeah, let's click here. Yeah, we have a x. Let's click here. We have a x. Let's click here. We have a x. X. Great. It's up and running. So what we'll do is we'll now create a multi-dimensional array. So div create board. Control C. Okay. So 000. This board will use to keep track of what has been entered, what is state of our game, where are x, where are o, at what position. So before we get into the while loop, we will just create the board. voard equal to create board. Okay. And then what we'll do is board of row comma column equal to 1. Okay. And we'll give a command draw x at row comma column. Right. Fine. Now what we'll do is we got to change between the chance of user and computer. So we'll define player, a new variable equal to human. Okay. So here we'll change the player to computer, so that the chance alters between player and computer. So moving ahead, what we'll do is if player is equal to computer, and what we'll do here is we'll make it if player is equal to u1. And so we'll define some function to and pass our present state of the game to it to make computer play get its move done, and we'll then again change the player to human. Okay, so what we'll do is in best move, let's define the function best move board. So in this function, what we'll do is we will just randomly select a position. We will not provide any intelligence to the computer. We'll just randomly select any position and insert a O there. Okay, so for I in range 0, 3, for j in range 0, 3, if board of I, j is equal to 0, then board of I, j is equal to 2, and draw O at I, j. Great. Okay, so let's move ahead. And so one thing that's yet to be done is to decide winner. Okay, so what I have done is I have written this function evaluate board. Okay, so it will check if all the rows have the same x, all the rows have x, or one single row has all the entries same as x, or O, a given column has same entries, or that it will check for both the diagonals. It will basically see if someone has won the game. So let's just copy paste this evaluate function. Okay, and what we'll do is after we have made our move, we'll check, we'll say score is equal to, so what it does is if computer has won the game, it returns 10. If the user has won the game, it returns -10. And if no one has won the game yet, then it returns 0. So we'll say evaluate score, evaluate board. Okay, so and if the score is -10, since user is playing its turn here by clicking on the mouse, so score is equal to -10, the game's over. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll define a new variable game over equal to false, and we'll set here game over equal to true, winner equal to user, and we'll define a new variable winner equal to no one. Okay, and suppose after playing this, after the computer plays its move, we'll again check the score equal to evaluate board, and if score is equal to 10, game over is equal to true, and winner is equal to computer. Okay, so what else we got to do here? We can also check for a draw. What we'll do is we will define a function check game over. So what game over will check is if all the boxes of the grid are filled. Okay, so let's paste this function, copy paste this function, and the function will return true if all the boxes are filled. So what I will do is if check game over board, it means if all the boxes are filled and winner, and if winner is equal to no one, then what we'll do is winner is equal to draw. Fine, and so we have done with the case of user winning it, computer winning it, and a draw match. Okay, so okay, so what we'll do is since we now have the variable game over, if game over is true, we'll make it slip. Slip is a function in time library of Python. So we'll make the screen slip for a few seconds so that one can clearly see the reason of someone winning the game. And after that slip time, we will just re-render our screen to completely black, and then we will display the winner. Okay, so and so it's using a new text surface, my font2. All I need is to define my font2 because it has a small size as compared to x, and the final result display size is less. So just let's define it, and now the code should be up and running, I guess. Let's see if there are any errors, any problems. Yeah, name np is not defined. By as np. There you go. So we have the game. So let's play it. Put X here. Oh, let's see. Somewhere some mistake has been made. Oh, okay, fine. Here I've got to replace few things which had some different meaning in previous code. So let's see now. We have the game. Oh, fuck. Let's see what mistake have we made. Okay, we got to break from the loop also. Return. Great. The thing is, we don't want to sleep again and again. We just want to sleep the first time the game is over, okay? Because it keeps going through the while loop again and again and again. It will come again and again. And just make it L equal to 2. Great. Okay. So let's see now. So let's put X here. Oh, some mistake again. Let's see. Okay, I got it, man. So what we need to do is, since we are storing everything in the board, we need to redraw everything according to the memory of our board. We can't just draw it once and leave it. I hope you get the point. The thing is, when I drew X here, so it is going to draw X only at that position for that iteration. I have to draw it every time when I iterate through the while loop, and I continuously iterate through while loop. So I have to continuously render my screen according to the values of my board. If it's 1, I have to render it X. If it's 1, I have to render it X. If it's 2, I have to render it with the alphabet O. So I have to render it again and again and again every time I iterate through the loop. So we draw it after the user has played its chance, and we'll also draw it again after the computer has played its chance. Okay. So Control V, Control S. So there you go. Now X. So there's again some problem. Okay, yes. And not game over. Player is equal to compiler and not game over. These are some obvious things, quite clear. Okay, we don't have to do this draw O. I just have to do return. And Control S. So there you go. X. Oh shit, man. It's still in problem. What the fuck is happening? Let me do something like this. F equal to 1. Break. And F equal to 2. If F equal to 2. Break. I hope this goes good. Let's see. What the fuck is happening? Okay, so I found the mistake I made. I have assigned, I wrote the player spelling wrong here. So it was getting, the turn was of computer again and again, so it was filling up again and again, and we had things messed up. So let's run it now and check. I hope it goes right this time. Yeah. So, put X here and win the game, I guess. Yeah. Winner is user, but the screen is not going black. But let me check. Okay. So this is done, no problem. What I will do is, if not game over, then only draw lines and do all this stuff. Okay. Now let's run the game. There you go. X. The O comes in. Let's put X here. The O comes in there. Let's put X here. And I guess we win. Winner is user. So moving ahead, what we have to do is we have to make the computer intelligent enough to play the game against us so that it can win the at least stop us from winning the game. So to make it possible, we have to study algorithm called minimax algorithm, and it's a recursive algorithm which uses a tree to find out the best move. And I can show you again. Like this is the one which has the minimax algorithm implemented. So if we run this code, so suppose I play X here. Oh shit! I played the X on the same place twice. That's the case. So it has got O there nicely. And now what I'll do is if I play anywhere I play, it won't let me win the game. That's for sure. It's a very good algorithm. So let me play it here. So there's the I have to play it here. I don't have a choice. Now where should I play? Play here, it will play there. So fine, it's a draw. So there you go. So let's study minimax algorithm in the next video and then come back to the tic-tac-toe game. Mega legend. See you in the next video then. Thank you.